The Jets head coaching search continues to roll on, and the Green and White interviewed Joe Brady, the Panthers offensive coordinator, who's just 31 years old.
Joe Douglas said the Jets are going to cast a wide net in their head coaching search. No surprise that somebody like Joe Brady comes on the radar. Last year, as you mentioned, an offensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers under Matt Rule. The Carolina Panthers had 4 players with 1,000 scrimmage yards. Before that, he was with LSU, and Joe Burrow and company really took college football by storm on the way to a national championship. He's considered an innovator on the offensive side of the ball.
And then the Jets interviewed 3 more coordinators on Sunday, 2 of whom actually played against each other, Brian Daboll and Matt Eberflus. Let's start with Daboll, the Bills offensive coordinator, who actually used to serve a role with the Jets back in the day.
Yeah, Daboll is getting a lot of credit for what the Buffalo Bills did offensively this year, one of the better units in the NFL. Josh Allen had another very impressive game, just had a tremendous year. Stephon Diggs led the National Football League in receptions and receiving yards. Cole Beasley set personal bests this year as well. You go back to 2017 with Daboll. He was offensive coordinator under Nick Saban at Alabama, and the Crimson Tide won the national championship. He was a longtime NFL assistant for the New England Patriots, of course, 11 years serving various roles, and he captured 5 Super Bowl rings. And then you go back to the Jets connections, 2007, 2008, he was the quarterbacks coach for Eric Mangini here with the Green and White.
Daboll coordinated an offense against Matt Eberflus and the Colts defense, and the Jets also interviewed Eberflus as well.
Eberflus, a kind of understated personality, meaning you don't see the competitive fire, but Frank Reich said this guy is competitive as anybody. And the Colts the past 3 seasons, top 10 in the National Football League overall defense and also takeaways. In fact, the last 2 seasons, the Indianapolis Colts finished in the top 10 in run defense back-to-back for the first time since 1976 and 1977. Over the years, he's helped a lot of players develop, including Darius Leonard at the linebacker position.
And then the Jets wrapped up Sunday night interviewing Rams defensive coordinator Brandon Staley. And I think a lot of people will say, well, even though he coached a great game this past weekend, he's also has a defense that has Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, and then you got to trace back to what they're saying about him. Jalen Ramsey's been awfully complimentary of Staley throughout this season. He's really enjoyed working under him. So, yes, those 2 are great players, but at the same time, you have to put great players in position to make plays, and Staley has certainly done that. When you go into Seattle and face an offense that features Russell Wilson, and you hold them to 2 of 14 on 3rd down, you're doing a lot right. And that's just not personnel. That's coaching. That's getting a team ready to play. That's getting a team prepared and taking away a very explosive offense. And Staley, what you like about him, too, is that he sees the game from all perspectives, because you go back to his college days, and this is just a 39-year-old right now. Staley played collegiately at the quarterback position for Dayton.
That's another 4 interviews in the books for the Green and White. And as they continue to search for the 20th head coach of the organization, EA and I break it down right here on NewYorkJets.com.